Alright, y'all. I'm back with Black Beacon. Last time, basically, we was learning about Enki and Ninsar because, well, they're Tasni, the guy we're looking for. And they was like, I know nothing about this. Come back in 3 years, same spot, 3 years. So we just jumped in time. We had to follow some puzzles, and then Enki was like, yeah, I know everything. It took me like 3 days. Not even. And now we gotta help him make up with Ninsar. But first, I had tickets and stuff to do gacha. I did them off screen. I got dog shit. But a wise man once said, fuck it, we ball. Let's do it. A single 1 times. Imagine. Oh, it's a purple. You know what? I'll take that. As a fuck it we ball single summon, I'll take that. And yeah, I do technically have enough to, whatever. Main reason I'm doing Black Beacon is, new game, obviously, but there's a lot of stuff I want to do but can't. That's because I'm stuck behind story. So my goal is to just do a fuck ton of story. Mountain of Gods. Let's check this out. I can't remember which philosopher said this, but only the ignorant can marvel at the wonders of creations. Damn, that's a bar, what the hell? But what of the omniscient? I know what it means, I just don't know how to say it. Because I'm fucking retarded. Will they never be able to experience the indescribable splendor of the world? Perhaps, due to being born in the anomaly known as the Library of Babel, she is gifted with eyes that sees through all things in the world. From the moment of her birth, she has seen through all the answers of this world. To her, this world is transparent, holding neither unknowns nor surprises. Those born on the summit can never truly understand the joy of an adventure as they ascend the peak. Knowing the answer to everything, she is haunted by the feelings of infinite emptiness. The splendor of this world was reached billions of years ago, in an instant, a mere fraction of time. Everything existing today is but the aftermath of that explosion, a fading solence. As far as she can see, humans would exhaust their lifespans, in their futile attempt of reaching the gate of truth. No matter how much they struggle, the outcome won't change. She does not expect too much from something with a fleeting existence that will soon fade away.
Do you know the answer to the library, Ninsar?
I believe I've answered that question many times.
Enki giggles.
I keep asking this because not even you know the answer.
She knows everything but that one question.
You're being mean.
Ninsar sighs as she looks at the black monolith. It holds the final question not even she can answer. Where did it come from? Who created it? Why is it standing here? Why did it bring the anomaly into the world? The sky and the earth remain silent on these questions. Anomaly. What an exquisite name. A medium of divine revelation. A phenomenon beyond the laws of nature. Ninsar feels that way. Perhaps the first human on this planet gained wisdom, not by staring up at the stars, but by gazing at this black monolith. It is not a miracle, it is a god in itself. The transformation of matter and energy within the library occurs without any loss, and even entropy can be freely reversed. All the answers Ninsar knows do not apply to that place. It is another universe with vastly different logic. Is that universe also attempting to answer these questions in the most brutal way, the method of exhaustion? She does not know the answer. All she knows is that humans who can't even reach the gate of truth in their own world will never reach the end of the library. Their exploration is futile, utterly worthless, a pointless journey destined to yield no answers. But why? Why are there still people who embark on the path of no return?
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return.
Ninsar stayed silent when Enki posed that question. It wasn't that she didn't know the answer, but rather, the answer was all too obvious. Therefore, it wasn't a question, but rather an answer that Enki gave to her. It is a yearning for knowledge. The desire for knowledge is the innate instinct of all intelligent beings, and none can escape its dominance. In that sense, the library is more than an insatiable beast. With its infinite possibilities, it has been enticing all truth seekers to march forward and ultimately become its sustenance. What exactly does it want to devour? Everything? Anything is acceptable? Ninsar mutters to herself. Just don't take Enki away from me.
I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
This is interesting. So we're getting like her POV through this. Because it's like, yeah, she knows everything. But she knows nothing when it comes to the library. It's interesting that they made a character like this at the start of the game. Normally, if there's a character like this, it would be towards the end to answer all the questions. But at the start, that's interesting.
Pick up your pace for what?
She knows she shouldn't have asked that question. She already knew the answer deep down, but she still wants to hear it for herself, even if it would only end up distressing her. Only in these moments does she truly recognize the human flaws that still reside within her. Anomalies are existence abandoned by the world, or more precisely, something forgotten by the world known to mankind. As humanity's knowledge of the universe grows greater and more perfect, irrational things will be forgotten. With the passage of time, the beacon has been activated less and less frequently, and many anomalies have become myths and legends. She has seen the future. The rockets manufactured by the Republic of Cyril have already surpassed the escape velocity. In 2 more years, Polestar will achieve the same. The first man-made satellite is about to break through the atmosphere, and the age of astronomics is approaching. Near-Earth orbit will soon become as crowded as a highway. When sunlight within the vacuum is reflected in the camera, myths and the eras associated with them will fade away forever. How the fuck do I say that? Yggdrasil? I'm gonna say Yggdrasil will wither and the 9 realms will collapse. The giant elephants and tortoises that carry the earth will die, and the sun will no longer be carried by boats or carriages. The shape of the world will henceforth remain a sphere eternally. As the unknown becomes known, humanity retains only one way to explain the universe, and the rest will become legends. The library will soon be completely closed. The world of increasing entropy shall never tolerate its existence. The unknown land will forever remain unknown. The mountain where the gods reside will no longer allow anyone to climb it. Wouldn't this be an urgent call for the child aspired to climb the mountain of gods? How truly tragic is this countdown for one as such? I'm thinking, bro, having Ninsar's abilities would fucking suck. It would be awful. I mean, it'd be cool to know everything for like the first like day, and then everything else would suck. Every time Ninsar woke up in the middle of the night, she would instinctively reach out to touch the space between her on the bed. But one day, when she opened her eyes and realized that the scrawny figure was no longer on the pillow next to her, when the tower was no longer filled with his laughter, she knew that the fateful day had finally come, and she, too, had to depart towards the unknown.
So, you're the successors from the future.
With just one glance, she saw through those travelers.
So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?
She knew the answer to her journey when she saw their confused look upon hearing her and Enki's names. The library's prophecies are absolute. This realm is independent from the human timeline. There is no beginning or end to this space. Everything that has happened happens in the past, present, and future at the same time. Okay, I think I get it. So the tower and the library are two separate things. The library is its own space, independent, but the tower is like in the human world. The tower's in the human world, and the library is its own different dimension. I hope. Neither she nor Enki managed to come back. Such was their fate. However, yeah, possible thumbnail. Looking at the modified clock beside her, a thought suddenly sprouts in her mind and grows frantically. Her brother, a genius with a touch of foolishness, always invents something beyond one's wildest imaginations. Even when he intended to make a cat cradle, he ended up inventing a miraculous machine that would put people into a state of permanent hibernation. Any living being that stays inside will reach a state of complete dormancy. Not only will they fall into a deep sleep, but even their cellular metabolic process will soon come to a complete standstill. While Enki is a difficult child, if she can somehow lock him into the cradle, she would be able to take him with her on the journey. Even if one day she collapsed on the journey, perhaps in the distant future, a seeker will find Enki in the cradle and take him away. I'm not gonna lie, Ninsar is one of the more interesting characters so far. She's a character that knows everything. And she always had her brother with her. She always had Nana there. So those are like her two closest. But the love for her brother's just too real. Even to the point where she would keep him trapped in something like this. Interesting. Furthermore, if that person's happened to be the seer that Cosmos found, and if they possess the ability to travel through time, she might even be able to ask that person to return to this sector in the future and awaken Enki. This will all allow Enki to travel to the future. In this way, Enki will have a second chance, a chance to start his journey anew, a chance to escape this doomed fate without any answers. Yeah, so what I think that was her original plan. But it didn't go through because they obviously couldn't find each other. Cradle of peaceful rest.
Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time.
He uttered those words. Zero and Ereshon's gazes simultaneously grow serious. Ereshon draws out her scythe, while Zero immediately picks me up in her arms and jumps away. Hold up. Zero immediately picks me up in her arms and jumps. Hey, that's why Zero the GOAT. I'm imagining she's princess carrying us. In the next moment, a huge clock breaks through the wall like a wild horse, dashing through the place that we were standing and slamming into Enki, who is still dumbfounded.
Whoa! Why is it coming again?
Ari. I've got this!
Oh, cutscene. Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, pesky brat! How am I supposed to make this monster stop?
Attack the clockwork behind it! That powers the entire mechanism!
Don't get any closer, Ari. Something is off about that clock. I don't need you reminding me, okay? So your cat's cradle here is equipped with a star annihilator?
I don't think I was supposed to beat it that fast. Anyways, the clock falls down, its hand flying and gears scattered all over the place. Ereshon, who has just dismantled the clock with her bare hands, is gasping.
How ridiculous! Who in their right mind would add so many weapons to the so-called cat's cradle?
That was the cat cradle? Motherfucker, you added lasers to it! Enki trots up to the clock and stomps his feet in frustration.
No! Why did you smash my cat's cradle? It's a gift I made for Ninsar.
I mean, his heart's in the right place, but damn, is he dumb with this? Like, he's not actually dumb, but he's dumb when it comes to, like, knowing his sister and stuff.
But why did you... this adventure took me so much time, and you just...
Stop calling it the cat's cradle. Let's call it... Enki's face instantly lights up with joy.
Huh? Oh, that's a great name!
Yeah, I know what I said. Is that what you should care about? He drops his head again.
Well, the point is, such an awesome name will never get used.
I don't think you should focus on that either. I wink at Enki, signaling him to look further away. Not far away, Ninsar is standing with Myr, watching the farce come to an end. Enki walks up.
I'm sorry for tampering with your clock. I'm really sorry. Just don't be mad at me, sis.
Ninsar feels regret, looking at the wreckage of the clock scattered on the ground. It is likely this accident blocks the last way back, and she doesn't know if she should feel happy or sad. In the end, she just lets out a long sigh.
Never mind.
I don't know, that sigh sounded pretty short. Seeing Ninsar's expression, Enki starts acting cocky. Oh my god.
How about I make another one for you?
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
I said this last episode, I'll say it again. I can't clown on this dude because he's just a kid. You hate to see it.
Alright, just forget what I said.
Enki then looks at us.
Well, thanks for helping me find Ninsar. But then again, you didn't really help me at all. Feels like it's not a good deal for me.
Oh my god. Bro, the future is going to be destroyed if you don't tell us this.
Cut the crap, you little brat. If it wasn't for me, you would have been stuffed into the coffin by that intelligent weapon you made.
You know, she has a point.
Just hand over the command to stop that copper sphere from blowing itself up.
No.
Master Enki, keeping promises is a virtue.
Zero's probably the only reason we got this far. Ninsar seems to have grasped the situation.
I see. It seems my silly brother bragged to you about something he hasn't actually figured out.
What?
It's true that he figured out the grammar of the language of the gods without too much effort. But knowing the grammar and knowing the specific words are two different things.
Oh my god.
For the past 3 years, Enki has been trying relentlessly to decipher the command to stop a 10 from self-destructing.
Wait, I just realized. If he's been trying to learn all this, would Ninsar know this? Or is it, like, because it's considered an anomaly, she wouldn't know it? Because, you know, anomaly is different from, like, human understanding. That's what I'm gonna imagine.
Unfortunately, there are very few examples left in the ancient Memphis text, and he didn't have enough material for semantic and logical analysis. That's why the progress has been slow.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened.
Enki, you're high-key a goat, okay? But tell us these things, bro.
There should be a complete list of Aten's commands in this library. No, I mean, there has to be.
I mean, yeah, that's correct. Well, what are the odds of finding that?
But heck, how am I supposed to find that list in this mountain of books? Finding a particular leaf in a forest might be easier.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, we is never finding this.
Or maybe just give me more samples of Aten's commands. If you want me to find the answer, you should at least tell me the full riddle, right?
Bro, if we knew, we wouldn't be here.
But what's left from the era of Memphis is either mutilated or too fake.
No shot we're gonna go even further back in time to get commands. He is completely giving up.
In short, I don't know how to stop Aten from blowing itself up.
It's fine, we just need to do a Pell from One Piece. But instead of, like, living like someone dies, but you never know. Then why did you boss us around? Enki's face turns red with embarrassment.
However, I do have some information.
Okay, so it seems like her all-knowing brain does cover this, kind of. I don't know.
Besides destroying a Kedaton, the copper sphere has shown up twice in history. One of them was 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years ago.
Zero looks thoughtful.
Back then, Obed was under the rule of the 5th Emperor of the Arsacid Empire.
Exactly. Actually, Aten was taken by Emeon at that time, before it got lost for some unknown reason.
Okay.
2,000 years ago. That was the last time Aten shown in history. Perhaps you should go back and ask the people of that era. Maybe they can give you more valuable information.
I don't want to be that guy, but I called this shit. The sister is definitely more reliable.
You're welcome.
By the way, since you seem to have a deep understanding of antiquities, Master Ninsar,
Zero suddenly steps forward and takes out something, handling it to Ninsar. Have we seen this before? I don't think so. I spare a glance and realize that it is an armor fragment from that unidentified giant. Oh, the first boss, okay.
do you know anything about this?
Ninsar barely glances at it before coming to a conclusion.
This belongs to Darius.
Darius, okay, we got a name.
Looks like you got caught up in some unexpected incidents before arriving here.
Yeah. Zero thoughtfully puts away the fragment and purses her lips.
Oh, wait.
Enki suddenly remembers something and starts gesturing dramatically. Do you have anything else to shine, Do you have anything else to shine, brilliant Master Enki?
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No.
Ugh, forget it! I just remembered something.
Enki looks at Ereshkigal.
Eri? Well, Cosmo's granddaughter.
Enki continues before Ereshkigal lashes out.
So, it was you from the future who asked Seer to come to me and get the command to stop Aten, right?
Yeah, that is how it went. Ereshkigal freezes at his words.
Indeed. If what Seer said is true.
Oops. Now, this is bad. Really bad.
Why? What's wrong with Aten's divine words?
Haven't you realized it yet? I wouldn't have bothered investigating Aten's divine words if it weren't for your arrival. You sparked my interest in this field. If I hadn't met you, how would I know anything about Aten's divine words? Why would I have studied such a thing?
Oh, is he saying there's like some sort of like paradox now? A shiver runs down my spine as I realize the implication of his words. However, Ninsar remains calm, her amber eyes seemingly having seen through everything long ago. Enki, on the other hand, waves his hand innocently.
Be careful. The prophecy may actualize itself. Well, that's all the help we can provide. Farewell, my unexpected friends. May we meet again in the future.
Ooh, we did whoopsies. We did an oofy. Departure? Damn, we leaving the tower already? You hate to see it. Enki and Ninsar watch the future successors disappear from sight. Enki lets out a lazy yawn.
Aren't you sorry for letting them go?
What are you talking about? Why would I be sorry?
Because you fucked their future.
I'm talking about that seer. You actually want to study their inner workings, right? Can't believe you've actually held yourself back.
Hey, I don't.
Enki shakes his head.
I already examined Seer, and based on biological characteristics alone, there's no doubt the Seer is as human as us. As for deeper differences, they can't be studied simply through dissection. I don't want to ruin such a precious specimen.
Oh, that's the kind of... Oh, okay, I'm glad he didn't do that. I thought Ninsar was talking about, like, oh yeah, I know you wanted to, like, help them out, not, like, you know, cut us open, like snip us open and shit.
Cosmos is truly amazing to have found such an intriguing toy. It surpasses my imagination. I'll shower him with praise next time I see him.
Excuse me. Toy? Ah, Helena, I am not coming back here. Not only that, you dropped on the list. You are no longer top 3. Sit down. Okay.
Yeah, I've been telling you for a while that your seemingly mediocre apprentice is anything but ordinary.
Ninsar suddenly recalls the eve of her departure.
Are you leaving too?
You are Enki's apprentice. How interesting. I can't see your answer. Perhaps you'll reach greater heights than Enki in the future.
Wait, can't see your answer. So it's gotta be some sort of anomaly. I think? I don't know. This is so interesting, but I am so retarded.
I'm flattered. Master Enki is a true genius, while I'm just an ordinary person who is lucky to have made it this far.
Not many admit their mediocrity.
Cosmo smiles.
I don't think mediocrity is a derogatory term. A genius is like a lone bird, rejecting everything and having no place to rest. While mediocrity is like a tortoise, knowing its limits and moving towards a single goal.
You know, Cosmos is a real guy, real dude. He feels real. W.
Eventually, the tortoise reaches greater heights.
Ninsar chuckles.
A mediocrity with sharp words. What a shame that Enki hasn't seen your true nature. You've hidden your brilliance well.
Cosmos maintains his casual demeanor and changes the subject.
You have beautiful eyes. I believe they will reflect even more valuable things in the future.
Okay, I know he's trying to change the topic, but crazy way of switching the topic.
May your journey ahead be filled with endless surprises and magnificence.
Enki's voice pulls Ninsar back from her remembrance. Oh, remnants. Whatever.
But then again, do you think they'll eventually fall into a tragic loop just like Oedipus?
Excuse me?
Yes, they will.
What? Ah, shit, this is ReZero all over again. Ninsar's voice is calm, as if stating an established fact.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have met us.
Enki pauses for a moment, then chuckles.
That's true. All we can do is wish them good luck.
Well, that's not something we should be worried about.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, it's not just Cosmos who's interesting. There's also that girl.
Assuming it's Zero.
The girl who has found the Tome of Ages? What path will she choose? I'm curious, Enki.
Tome of Ages.
Did you see the answer?
Yeah, I did. But I don't know the process, as always. I don't know why, but this time, I have a feeling that maybe the process is more important than the answer itself.
Ooh, okay. Ninsar isn't as busted as I thought, but she's still busted. So she can see the beginning and end, but she doesn't know the in-between. That's, I was gonna say big, but she's on our side, so that's not big.
It's just they haven't realized it yet.
Should we warn them?
I mean, shit, too late now?
No, only the unknown brings anticipation. I don't want to spoil the fun.
If by fun you mean, like, destruction, I'm gonna look at you funny.
Mischievous, aren't you?
Nah, shit, am I right?
Whatever you say.
Enki jogs forward a few steps.
By the way, now that you've realized that the process is more important than the answer, don't come up with such a boring plan next time, silly sis. I haven't reached the end of my journey yet. I don't want to start preparing for an exit plan in the middle of a game and have to start over again. You're just too predictable. Even if you don't tell me the answer, I can figure it out.
For a moment, the Enki in front of Ninsar resembles someone from her memory.
Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Enki, there's nothing waiting for us at the end of this journey. We won't reach the end, find any answers, or be able to turn back.
Enki chuckles and keeps walking forward without looking back.
So what?
Ninsar stands frozen. Yeah, this is two different, like, minds, like, two different thought processes. One being Ninsar representing the thought of, like, we know the end. It's not gonna come, so why should we try? Then Enki's is the other end of, like, yeah, there may be nothing there, but there'll still be a journey there. There's still something. I like that dynamic. She had always known that her brother is more curiosity incarnate than a human being. Unfazed by fatigue or pain, he has only cared about moving forward from the moment he was born. Forward. Keep pushing forward, no matter the cost. Even if he stumbles and gets hurt, he will accumulate and absorb knowledge to go further. He never turns back, never even considers it. His bright eyes always focus ahead, seeing only what lies beyond. Watching his retreating form, Ninsar feels a sense of unease. Why? Why wouldn't he stop? Why wouldn't he look back? Why would he leave her alone and embark on this journey by himself? Ninsar reaches out her hand towards Enki.
Don't go. No matter how hard we struggle, we are bound by our limited lifespan. As long as we are limited by our mortal bodies, we will never reach the end. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't leave me behind.
Suddenly, Enki comes to a stop. The boy, who had never looked back before, decisively turns around and takes Ninsar's hand.
What are you waiting for?
He pulls her along, jogging forward.
Let's go!
Ninsar's eyes widen.
Can't you, for once, consider your true desires, silly sis? Out of everyone here, you're the one who wants to see the end the most, right? She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
I didn't even think of that, because, like, if she knows the end to everything, then she wouldn't have, like, her own, like, goals, or, like, I'm not sure how to phrase it, but basically, like she's always known the end of everything. So that's probably why she never tried to, like, do anything, if that makes sense. His words are not just a stubborn retort. He has always known that his sister is a brilliant fool. To her, a world without surprises or expectations has lost its value long ago. Only the library remains, the last unknown place, the final mystery to unravel. She has mistaken her excitement for fear to the point where she can't even distinguish between the two anymore. That's why he must embark on this journey, so that his silly sister will follow and step into the vast world. This is wholesome. I like wholesome. Holding her brother's hand tightly, she feels the pulsating exhilaration through her intertwined fingers. In that moment, the restless longing consumes her entirely. After all, they are twins who share each other's desires and bear each other's pain. How could she have forgotten that? Ninsar smiles wholeheartedly. Her journey ahead is already brimming with endless surprises and magnificence.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. From this step forward, there's no turning back. Beyond lies either the ultimate truth or nothingness. No one knows the answer. Even if they stray from the path, even if they lose everything, even if all that awaits them is boundless darkness, as long as they hold each other's hands, they will reach their destination. The end of the library. What waits at the end of the hexagon? For every Aeon, that has always been the ultimate question. No one has ever reached the end, and no one has ever returned. Therefore, the question remains unanswered. Everyone yearns for the ultimate answer, and that is why they all end up on the path of no return. However, what exactly is the question, that ultimate answer to the ultimate question? At the end of the journey, the answer lies not within the library itself, but within ourselves. Hold up, is this writing fire? So is that... Oh.
Here you are.
Hello. Hi, ghost.
No need to ask. As I told you before, when you depart, all memories of this realm will fade, including me. That girl is quite perceptive, so this time, I've blocked her presence. Don't divulge too much to her, and don't place too much trust in her at this moment.
Is she talking about Ninsar?
Even if everything is predetermined, I don't want any harm to befall you.
Yeah, I think she's talking about Ninsar.
Come. Your journey awaits, filled with challenges and perils. Fear not. I'll forever protect you. I know where you're headed. It's the origin of all casual ties. I've adjusted your coordinates. Now you're free to embark whenever you choose.
What does that mean? There are some stories that you don't even know. Oh, is it side stories? Yep, it is side stories. Over here, EX. Okay, so that's cool. I'm just unlocking stuff now. Which, thank God. Clear main story. Oh, that's... Alright. EX stage. Let's do it. Wake up call. Huh? Resting bell? Is this a cat cradle? The most ordinary kind. Alright. We gotta get Erishon.
Not even Cosmos would dare to boss me around like you do.
We gotta get Nana.
You are all such good kids.
And then we'll have Zero.
I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
I could have a support, but it's not fun that way if I just bulldoze with like level 70.
Then let's be a bit more serious.
Complete insight.
Fluttering wings.
Full.
Looks like I've met your expectations. So, where's my reward? By following you, I might find another answer.
Alright, chapter 2 is officially out. But should we do it? Oh, are you leaving again? Decoration. Frame 1. Bag. So, what did that do? It added a picture up here. Event. Oh. I'll take a dupe of Zero. And what is this? Clear head librarian's authority. Oh, okay, that's that. So I should be able to finish that first page. But I think I am gonna end it here. It just seems too good of a place to end it. Because we got the conclusion to Enki and Ninsar's story. Or not the conclusion, but I guess kind of the start. And then we also got our answer of where we need to go. So, with that said, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you later.